Hi, Chris. It's Friday, March 4th, and today I'm going to talk basically about one random concept because I feel like it and I think you'll be interested. That concept is my next car. So I've decided what I'm going to do for my next car, and I think I know what I'm going to get, but that's a different issue that we'll get to in a little bit. What I'm going to do is, so I have my current car paid off, and that's all well and good. It's nice because I don't have car payments. That's great. But the bad part is that it's also old enough now that it's going to be out of warranty soon, and it may eventually start having some issues. There are other things going on that I think you know about that might mean that if I have car issues and payments that I have to make for repairs and whatnot, it's not a good thing. So I want to avoid all of that altogether if I can. If I trade my car in or sell it to a dealer or whatever, it'll bring about $10,000, give or take. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell it and take the money. And then from that, I'm going to use the money that I get, and instead of buying a new car with that, using that as like a down payment or whatever, I'm not going to go that route because then I'd have a car payment again, and that's a similar issue to having to pay on repairs and stuff. It's still a bill that I don't want to have. So instead, I'm going to take the $10,000 and get a lease for a car. I won't have a car to show for it, once the 3-4 years are over. But generally speaking, I think you can purchase leased vehicles at the end of the lease period for a comparable amount. Looking at my history with cars, I haven't really ever gone over the allotted mileage that you get with the lease car, so that's not an issue. And I wouldn't have repairs to worry about. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I've looked at a couple different cars that I'm interested in that would fall within the budget of being completely covered by what I'll get for my current car. So I like that option. I think that's where I'm going to go with it. One of the cars that I'm strongly considering is a Hyundai Genesis Coupe. Here it is. And so I've only recently been looking into them. I have yet to test drive one, so that's obviously going to be a big factor. But the things I like about them, they're being compared pretty heavily to the Infiniti coupes that were like my top choice, except they're freaking expensive. So I figure if I go this route, I'll get what I want at a price I can afford, and I like that. So Infiniti is the same model, the same, basically everything underpinning, except it's got a few refinements from the latest model of Z, so you can understand why that's the route I'd go if I had infinite money. But yeah, so that's the direction I think I'm going to go. One final thing I'm going to leave you with on a completely different note. A few weeks ago, I revamped a song, and you didn't recognize the original. Well, I've done it again. I want you to have at it and try to recognize this song. I think it's a little more likely that you will know the original. Here's how it goes. E-I, let's try. E-I, let's try. E-I, let's try. So, have at it. See if you can name the original. And with that, I will leave you. Don't forget to be awesome.